Shalom, my people, shalom. Check this out, people. Hey, this is a continuation from what I read yesterday. Yesterday was part one on the guy called Willie Lynch. The Willie Lynch letter. It's a letter that he wrote back in 1712 because the people in the South were having problem controlling the slaves. Because just imagine now, here you got one man on a horse, you got 350 slaves. So you have to do something to make the people a docile state of mind in order for you to have one man on a horse and control that many people. So you have to come up with a plan. Well, I gave you a plan. I introduced you to him and told you the stuff they did. I'm gonna start start part two of it. Start part two, because this is information we need to know, because then you can see that we are still doing the same exact thing that man Willie Lynch said we would do over 3 to 1,000 years of the last if implemented correctly. Where it was implemented correctly, because we still acting the same old docile state of mind. We still acting evil toward each other. We still distrust against each other. We still jealous. We still got malice. We still afraid of Esau, which is so-called white man today. We so afraid, but we try to act like we ain't, but we are. Cause I'm gonna tell you how much I know we are afraid, because they can move in our neighborhood, walk up and down the street with a whole family and nothing happens to them. But you live in that neighborhood, you get shot and killed every day. So they're afraid of this white man, but they done taught us to distrust each other, and it's still lasting. I'm gonna read where I started off yesterday. Take the meanest and the most restless nigger, strip him of his clothes in front of the remaining male niggers. The female and the nigger infant, tar and feather him. You tar and feather him. Tie each leg to a different horse facing the opposite direction. I want you to catch that. One horse facing there, one horse facing this way. You tie him up in between the two horses. And you set the man afire, because you don't put the tar on him. So you set the man afire. And you beat the horses and make the horse split them apart. And what you do, the next step is to take a bullwhip and beat the remaining nigger male to the point of death in front of the female and the infant. Do not kill him, but put the fear of God in him, for he can be used for future breeding. So that's what they did. They got the fear of God, and so that's why a white man can walk in your neighborhood and a nigger won't touch him, because you scared of the white man. Oh, this white man do this to this white man, but you'll go kill your own. This is what they do. This is a prime example. It's still working. It's still working. Now I'm gonna go to in the beginning the stage we're in now. It's called breaking process of the African woman, the nigger woman. They call it African, but it was us. It wasn't no Africans in there. African soul Hebrew Israelite, which was us. You came from the west coast of Africa, and they were selling. How come they didn't take all the people from Africa? All them years they were traveling up and down that thing, but they didn't take no African. They just took the dark race, which was us. The so-called Negro. They didn't take none of the African. Now I'm gonna tell you something. They posting all this stuff on Facebook. They trying to get you to not know who you are. Call you Egyptian. Egyptian, the one that had you enslaved. You seen the story about Moses, when Moses came to grab the people? And Egyptian is African. There was no white folks over there at the time. It were two sets of brown people that was in Egypt. They had one was the Ethiopian, one was the so-called Negroes. They had the so-called Negroes, the one enslaved. We are the one that was enslaved. We the one built the pyramid. We built Ramses Tower. We built all that. We the one did that. We the one the Pharaoh told them to take the clay. Take the straw out of the clay, for they couldn't make no cement. We the one did all that. We the one when Moses came over there and got us and led us out of Egypt. The Africans had us in slavery. You not an African, people. Okay, if you are African, go to all the Ethiopians who got them gas stations in your neighborhood and tell them to give you a job. They don't like you. They beat you. They discourage you. You can't come in their store. They call the police on you. You are not an African. Common sense would tell you you're not African. They not killing Africans in the street. They only killing niggas in the street. And nigga women's in the street. No Africans in the street. When you gonna wake up and stop being so damn stupid? They not killing you, not an African, people. So quit letting them people tell you're African. They put you on there because people waking up, they want to make your mind confused. You're not an African, people. If you was an African, they would be killing other Africans. They not. Them Africans walk up and down. They matter of fact, when they leave their neighborhood, where do they go? They're not in your neighborhood. You ain't no African stay in your neighborhood. Okay, where you at in this country? African don't stay with you. They got their own place where they stay because they don't want to deal with you. They call you Carter. Carter means cotton picker. That's what they call you. They don't have nothing to do with you. You can't go to them. They not in your restaurant. They not in your doggone stores. They not in your movie theater. They in your club. They nowhere to be found amongst you. But you get on the thing, call yourself an African and Egyptian. Don't even know who you is. Them people beat the hell out of you and took all your damn culture with you, and we still acting like slaves. Nobody want to pick up a book and read. It's our own folk. Them African know who they is. You got Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. But they all a different nation. But every time you see somebody look like dog, you want to call yourself that. You whatever they... Man, come on, man. We got to wake up and start being so stupid. And then the people get on there and they laugh at you. Because you telling them that you're not African. You can't go where and be nowhere near African. Africa don't have nothing to do with you. I can't tell you what, especially women. Go to Africa. You so big and bad, take your butt to Africa, and guess what I want you to do? They make all the African women do all the work. The man don't do nothing but take care and provide. The African women do all the work. They got to cook, clean, do everything. You tired and won't get how you won't get that? Get out the house and they beat the hell out of you. They kill you. They cut your breasts off. Go over there and you say you're an African, go be one. And guess what? They got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 different wives. So which one you going to be when you get over there? You're going to be the last one. Go on over there to Africa and be an African. You say you want to be African, take your butt over there and be African. How come they never tell you the preacher in the Bible? How come you always got to be the one on the bottom? How come you always got to accept that you the one on the bottom? And guess what they do? They use our women in the infant children. I just read you the scripture, the book, the letter, what he do. They use our women. They break our women down because they're emotional. Check this out, women. If there's no man in the family, you don't kick them out for any other reason. The government done took them out because all is set up. They done put them in prison. They done did this and did that. Whose fault is it that the kids running around here killing each other and the women acting like hoes and the men acting like sissies too? Whose fault is it? It's your fault. You is the problem. You are the problem because guess what? You done let the government tuck your man out the house where you can get free homes. Because they trained you. They trained you to do this here. They took the biggest man and put you in front of him and let you watch him get pulled apart by a horse. Now you scared as hell. So guess what you do? You grow up a little baby and a boy, and now the boy feminine. He have emotional tendencies and he can't discuss. He can't do nothing. He can't make a decision. He can't do a damn thing. Because guess what? They taught you how to teach him to do that. So now you got a generation of nothing but weak meaning. Because you did it. Because guess what? They put that on you and you can't see it. A man can't even talk to you and tell you the truth without you getting mad. Because you can't stand the truth. The truth do something to you. It's just the truth just hurts you so bad, you gotta lash out. Because you can't take it, so you gotta lash out. But they use you as a vessel, like I just showed you. Now I'm gonna read this other thing, the breaking process of they broke you like a horse. They got you feeling this way. They broke you like a horse. And guess what they did? They wanted to make sure it stayed. They kept raping you. They said we got to put as much white blood in a woman and a Negro woman as possible. So when she have a baby, now guess what? You got a white daddy. So now the boy's confused. He wake up, he confused, and he don't know nothing. Now you done told him that's your daddy. This white man who raped you and this your daddy. And right now today, they doing the same thing to you. Now you got a kid growing up with a white father. He all confused. He don't know who the hell he is. Because guess what? He don't know what to do. He don't know what to say. Because he got a white mama, a white daddy, a black mama, but he see all black men getting killed. He don't see no white kids getting killed. Don't you think he was like, well, damn, my daddy white, ain't nobody killing him. But I see all the people that's black that look like me and my mama, they killing him. So they kept doing that for thousands and thousands. Here it go, right now we living this out. Take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desire willingly. Take the female, run a bunch of tests on her, and see if she will meet your desire willingly. That's what they did to you. Test her in every way, because she is the most important factor for a good economics. If she shows any signs of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use a bullwhip on her to extract that last bit of resistance out of her. They beat you into submission. They beat you into submission. You say you don't want to submit to men, you submit to everything. You go to that church, you submit to that white Jesus. You submit to that white Jesus. That's why you hate your black man, because you think Jesus is white. So you see this white Jesus and you see that white man, that's your savior. That's why you see people on Facebook, you got a white Jesus up there and say, do you need me? All them black women go in there and say yes. To a white man, because that's what they've been trained. You've been trained to need a white man because they done beat the hell out of us and pull us apart the horses. I'm going to keep going. Take care not to kill her. Take care not to kill her. For in doing so, you spoil good economics. That means she can't produce no more baby. And you can't make a man weak, and you can't make that man work in the field. Because guess what? Regardless of whatever they say, we good men. But they done broke us down too. But they used the woman to break the man down. The same way Satan used Eve to break Adam down. It's the same exact thing. It's a long, difficult story, but I forget it. But you understand, they broke Eve down. Eve came out, broke her husband out. And guess what? Now we in sin forever. Now we die forever. We used to live forever. Now we die. We die just like men, now regular men. When in complete submission, she will train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor. When they become of age, understanding is the best thing. You see what I just said? They broke you down and made sure you didn't care nothing but the white man. They beat you into submission so you just love this white man. You willing to give yourself up to him, like you willing to give yourself up to him now. You'll take this message I'm giving you, you'll hate it. You won't even watch it, you won't even like it. Or guess what? You can't stand for the truth to be directly at you. Now, well, I'm taking it off the man, now it's on you. You can't stand there because guess what? Oh, you so innocent. You ain't did nothing. You try to tell a man about him got all them women. Look how many bodies you got on you. Look how many men you done slept with. Look how many baby mama daddies you got. You got 4 or 5 different kids. Every one of them got a different man. How many bodies you got on your belt? You come to a man, I'm hard on y'all because they using y'all and you won't even listen to what nobody tell y'all. Guess what? Here you go. It's like a lady, she was telling us. She trying to bring the women to understand who they are. She said, she said she heard some women talking. She said she looked at these women. These women got fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake titties, fake ass. And she heard the woman in the background and said, I want a real man. She said she almost choked off her water. She almost choked off her because she heard y'all talking now. How you gonna hell you want a real man? You ain't real yourself. You don't look nothing like what you look like if you take off all that stuff at night. Take that makeup off, take that weave. You don't look nothing. The only thing you got to offer is your body. We can get that anywhere. We can get that anywhere. And they didn't train you to be like that. You don't know. So you'll be mad at anybody who speak the truth to you because you can't take it. You can't take the truth. The white man has broke you down to like a horse. He broke you down to like train of a horse. And guess what you do? Now you train these little sissified sons and these little bulldagger women. You brought them up because you done went along with them and kicked the man out the house. Now the woman don't even, the little girl, she don't know how there's no affection in the house because she can't see it. Ain't there. Because the man gone. She can't see it. The boy don't know how to be disciplined and affection to a woman because the man gone. You need a man in the house. A black man need to be in the house. But they done train you. If a man ain't got no money, he ain't worth. If he ain't got no money to buy you what you want, you ain't worth because you all materialistic now. You love it done left the woman totally. Y'all want to blame all this on the man? No, sir. You can't blame it on the man. It's on you. Because the man out the family now. And you raising the kid. Now you raising a little monster. But then guess what? Now you get on there and call us sorry. What are you? What are you if you raising the kid? You done kick the man out for no reason. You worrying about the man got what? How many bodies you got under your belt? How fake are you? That man can't even come home because guess what? He don't know who you are. Because guess why? Because you done slept with so many men, you don't understand your body is internal. You take in. A man don't take in. So every emotion, every man you slept with 10, 15, 20, 30 men, all them emotions are in your body. Every last, he deposit his cells in you. His sperm is in you. His being is in you. Everything he gives is in you. The babies are the father. He nurturing inside of you. Them his seeds inside you. Guess what? If he a feminine man, you're going to be an emotional woman. All that in you. So when that man come home to you, you done had all them men. Guess what? All them men come out of you. Why you think the men don't come straight home? He go to the bar, hang around his buddy. It ain't because he don't want to come home to that mess. He ain't weak, and we not scared of y'all. Don't think, y'all can't handle what? You don't even know who you are. How can we handle something we don't know what it is? And the only reason why we get it, because we just a peaceful people. The man is just a people. Some of us got fool because guess what? You push a man to the corner, he gonna bust your head off. Because guess what? He can't out talk you. If he ain't like someone who can talk and speak up for himself, that man don't know how to talk. He get angry and start doing lashing out. Why you think they raising feminine boys? Them feminine boys doing that. Because now they don't even know how to talk. They shooting and kill, beat the woman, cut her neck, stab her, kick her, because they don't know. Because a woman is emotion, she teaches. And the white man right here told you a letter that'll last 1,000 years and we living out that letter. Therefore, we shall go deeper into the area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here. In this breaking process of the female nigger, we have reversed the relationship in her natural uncivilized state. She would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigger male, and she will have a limited protective tendency toward her independent male offspring and will raise male offspring to be dependent like her. Did you just see that? Did you just hear what I just said? What I just got through saying, that's what they're doing. They said, because guess what? The man, they got all the resources. We can't get, they will never, ever make us be equal to them. Because they know that this is what it's all a plan. You got a few niggas that got to the top, but guess what? That nigga get to the top, he gets as weak as anybody else. Because they go, guess what they do? They get weak and they forget about you. They don't even marry you. They don't even marry you. Then they go to a white woman. Because guess what? They don't want to hear all that emotion because the white women are weak. But y'all look up to the white woman. You want blonde hair. You want everything the white woman got. Because they done taught you to get rid of your culture. You follow, whatever you do, you learn from them. Because you don't know who you are. I come up, you ask you who you are, guess what you going to say? I'm black. You 50 years old, still calling yourself black. But you smart. You so crafty, but you don't know who you is. A man like me, he talk to you, guess what? If I talk to you and I see where y'all ask you a couple questions and I get there, I know what? I don't want you. Because I know where your mind is. Your mind is screwed up. Because especially if I see you with blonde hair, I know you're going now. Because you don't even love who you are. Most women don't love who they are. Because that's why they try to add all this extra stuff. Now you got our men acting feminine. They soft and weak because you trained these boys to be soft and weak. They didn't have that when we was coming up. You 55 and 60 years old. They didn't have that. Sisters didn't come out of the closet. Now because y'all women don't made it famous. They can come out now. Because y'all teaching, y'all raising these boys to be feminine. If a man is in the house trying to straighten the boy, here you go jumping on the man because he trying to make this boy be a man. You too hard on him. It's your fault. 50 to 75% of the problem is y'all. Other 25 is the white man. Because the white man know that if we ever get on top like we're supposed to, they beat us. They won't give us a job. They tell everybody in the world a black man is no good. He won't take care of his kid. He won't do it because they want you to put that mysterious out in front. So when you say a black man, he no good, he no this. Of course, guess what? You done pushed him into a hole. A black man, we was kings and warriors. We were made to go out and protect our family. So if you take that away from us, I just read you, they take a man and make him dependent. The same, so now you got that woman, guess what she do? I can't use you. You can't protect me. This white man can rape me anytime I get ready. And ain't nothing you can do. I don't need you. I need him. So to make it easy on me, I'm going to marry him. I'm going to do whatever he tells me to do. And then guess what? Maybe he'll take it on my kid. So guess what I do? I train my kid to be submissive. Nature has provided for this type of balance. We reverse natural by burning and pulling a civilized nigga. You heard what he just said? We loved our family. We loved our wives. We loved all of them. We loved them. But guess what they did? I'm going to read it again. Nature has provided for this type of balance. We reverse the nature by burning and pulling a civilized nigga. They call us a civilized nigga who took his kids, took his wife, did all that stuff that we provided. But they took the nature, they burnt us. They beat us, did all this kind of stuff to us. Changed the whole nature of a man. The same way they changed the whole nature of a woman. But nobody wants future to believe that. They get on here and you got these people telling you all this. Oh, you a king. You can take care of the family. You do this. You check this out, people. We the only nation. There's 18 nations in this world. It's 18 different types of people. It's 18 nations. The black so-called Negro is the only nation out of 18 where the woman is put over the man. You heard what I just said? It's 18 nations. We're the only nation out of 18 where our women is put above our men because they know that if our men ever come up, your woman will never go to her man, baby, you doing, I'm with you 100%. I stay with you. I do this. And they don't do that. They taught you not to do that. And this man wrote this thing 300 to 1,000 years ago and we still doing it for 93. They broke you. Pulling the civilized nigger apart and bull-whipping him. All the way to the point of death. All in her presence. They did that to us. They beat us and raped us and beat us and pulled us apart in front of you. In front of our so-called queen women. They pulled us apart in front of you. So guess what? You have no respect for us. That's why you treat us the way you treat us. That's why you talk the way you talk. Regardless of whatever you want to say. You can call me fanatic, whatever you want to say. The women outnumber the men. Y'all keep killing us and destroying the man. Who you going to be with? It, just by the force of nature. A black man going to have 5 or 6 wives. Just by the force of nature. So you better well get with it. Or guess what you're going to do? You either going to be gay. You're going to call yourself Sullivan. Or you're going to get some toy. Or you're going to go to your other nationality. So which one you going to do? Instead of going with what God gave us. The church not helping them because they don't teach you the rules and regulations. But you want to be an African. If you go and be an African, they still got some of our customs that we have. Guess what they do? You go over there. You're going to do all the work. You're going to do everything. You work in the farm. You do everything. The man sit around and talk amongst each other. The woman, and just if somebody try to attack the village, then they'll fight. They'll go hunt. They bring that food to that woman. She going to cook, clean, take care of the baby. She got 20 babies. She going to take care of all of them. And then she going to have sex with him. And then guess what? If it's not your night, he going to the next wife. He do that. Sometimes he don't even see you. He go to another wife. So I want you to go to Africa and be an African. Go to Africa, stay your ass over there and be the African. And guess what? If you don't follow their rule, they're going to kill you. They're going to cut your breasts off, mutilate your body. You see it all the time on the news. But you want to be an African? Go on over there. Take your butt on over there and see how it feels. And then come back, I guarantee you straighten up then. Check this out. Whew. By her being left alone, unprotected, what I just told you, with the male image destroyed. They destroyed the male image. Now, they destroyed the male image on the process what I just told you. The ordeal caused her to move from her psychological independent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in a reverse role. You're going to be a bulldagger, and he going to be a sissy. Well, the man wrote the book. Why you getting mad at me because I'm reading the book? Why you hate me because I'm reading the book? Because it shows you. It put the light on you. You can't deny it. This man wrote this book. He said it lasts over 3 times, and you can't tell me you don't see it. See, the thing about this here, you can't call me a liar because you see it. See, you can't call me a liar. You can't call this man a liar because his thing work because you see it now. They say because you have destroyed the male image, guess what they did? The woman is left unprotected. So now she feels vulnerable. Guess what she do? So now she treats the boy to be a sissy. And she teaches the woman to be a little bulldog. That's why you see a woman walking around here with jeans, Timberlands and all that stuff on, sweatpants, sweatshirts with cap turned around back. You see the men walking around here trying to make their hair all pretty and slick. And guess what? They got britches down to their butt. So where the natural woman at? Where the natural man at? Because the book just said you change from an unnatural state to a beast state. To feel the young male life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak, independent, but physically strong. I'm reading. I'm not making this up. You're gonna train that man to be psychologically weak and physically strong. That's why you're killing each other. This man wrote this book back here. And so this how you train the people. And he wrote this book. I didn't write this, and it still stands today. The Negro marriage. When bring 2 nigger males, 2 nigger females, then we take the nigger male away from them and keep them moving and working. Say 1 nigger female bears a nigger female, and the other bears a nigger male. Both nigger female being without influence of a nigger male image, frozen with independent psychology, will raise their offspring into reverse position. The man just told you. So they breeded you, took the man out the family. What they doing today? They take the man out the family any means necessary, because with the help of a woman. They take the man out the family, and then guess what? She feeling protected. Guess what she do? She raised the kid to be she raised the boy to be a weakling. He emotionally weak. That's why they're killing each other, not because they can't talk. Not the girl taking on the role of a man. She a lesbian. This man wrote that. This in 1712. He wrote that. I didn't write this. He wrote that. And I'm just reading it to you, and you can see it now. You can't. I'm not making it. You can see it. The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable. I can do anything I want to do to you. Hey, look at girl. I got $50. Get on your knees. She would do it. Because she don't care what it takes. She gonna get what she need to get. That's what they say they make her negotiable. You know what negotiable mean. I can negotiate any deal with you. And they use that every day. A white man will come to you and tell you stuff he can do for you because he negotiating now. He'll never tell you that the black man don't have the same opportunity as you. A black man, he can go to college and have the same degree as another white man. They're going to get that job to that white man. They'll never give us a short shot because guess what? They know once we become who we supposed to be, we be on top. And y'all women better be scared because once God wake our means up to be like they're supposed to, you're going to catch hell. Because guess what? You are number one. You're going to be the number 15 wife. Because all that's coming back. The Lord haven't done away with the law. He done with the sacrifice law. The sacrifice law where we no more can sacrifice ducks and goats and hogs and oxen. We can't do that no more. So the great sacrifice with the Most High. The law still exists. These people using that on you. So guess what? When the man, he going to remember that you dogged him out. Because God going to make him a hierarchy that you going to have to come to us. It's in Isaiah. The preacher won't tell you, but I'm going to tell you, you can get mad. I can take this. I don't care. I can take this. I can handle everything you can dish out to me. Because I can do it. I can take this. I can take that. I'm not a preacher. I'm not obligated to no preaching, no stuff like that. Because I'm not trying to get your money. He's trying to get your money, so he got to please you. I'm not trying to get your money. I'm not trying to get you either. Because I don't have to please myself to you. Because God already told me who I am. I know my worth. I know who I am. I know who you are. I know that I am the man. I know that for a fact. So ain't nothing you can do. I don't care if you got $1 million. Ain't nothing you can do to me. You can't destroy me because I know who I am. I'm not one of them weak niggas that's out there. I can handle my own. I know who I am. I know my worth. Just like a woman says she know her worth, but they don't switch the role. Make the man think he ain't worth nothing, the woman with everything. The one with the nigga male offspring, she being frozen with a subconscious fear for his life, will raise him up to be mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong. In other words, body over mind. You done seen it, you done come up with it. Don't do that. Them white folks will get you, boy. I told you don't do that. There you go. And the woman teaching the boy. So now he got a strong mind. He got a weak mind, but his body good enough to go out there and work at Amazon, do all this stuff in, but his mind weak. He don't even know how to pay a bill. He don't even know how to do nothing. He don't know nothing. I told you, I cut this lady yard. This lady over 75 years old. She got 2 grown sons the same age as me, 54 to 55 years old, 2 of them. Using their mama up. Won't even cut their mama yard. I seen them come out of the house. I stopped. But they go get in a $60,000 Jeep with rims. So instead of them getting out and making a decision, that's because that woman done raised it. Because she done make that man. I see the Pop. I see Pop sitting on the porch. Pop just be like, ain't nothing he can do. Because y'all, they done use that bulldog tactic on him. But not him knowing that he's a Hebrew Israelite, he think he a Christian and he got to bow down. Because Christianity teach the man to be weak and the woman to be strong. Woman died loose. Woman died this. But the man, he a dog and ain't nothing. So Christianity don't work for the man. It work for the woman because it teach the woman to be it. In the scripture, the Bible says that I'm going to do something that's never been done upon the face of the earth. That's why he said I'm going to make a woman over a man because we disobeyed law, statutes, commandments. And guess what? Joe Biden had all women to be his team. Now you got women mayors, women's chief. You got women CEOs. You got a Pamela Harris, a woman, a black woman, all of them black. Because y'all think that you got it. God marking you because God said it's gonna be a time come when a man gonna have 7 because he gonna mark y'all for what you're doing. Because you living right now. You living just like the white man. A black woman live just like the white man. Y'all live just like them. Y'all think y'all better than everybody else? Nobody can't tell you nothing. You hard-headed toward your own people. But you get to him, you melt like a butter. Yes, sir. Bring the man coffee. You get home, treat your husband like a dog. Don't you think God gonna make you pay for that? Yeah, you bad now. You talking bad now. You might get on here and even say some things. You talking bad, but guess what? I'm just gonna sit back. Because God gonna take care of you, gonna show you what he means. And tell you, now, in a few years, When these two offspring become fertile for early reproduction, we will mate and breed them. When they become big enough, we're going to mate them and breed them. And guess what? Now, if I got a weak man, I got a woman who thinks she's independent, but emotionally weak, I got a weak child that's going to be born. You can't tell me that it don't work, because guess what? You can have a baby in your stomach. You read your book, your baby come out like to read. You play music in your baby come out like to hear music. They feel all that because all that's in the mama, because it's all DNA tied. They won't even teach you about science. Women don't even know their own body. They don't even know their body. It's like, it's a temple, but they treat it like mess. Boy, it's so hard because we so far gone. This man used this stuff in 1712, and it still works today. It's working on us right now. I tell you what, this is the end, but I'm gonna come back in the next episode. Gonna be possible interlooping negative. Possible interlooping negative. But I just read to you, nigga married, and that's how they do. They breed us like animals, and then they take the man out the family around from the kids. So now the woman feel unprotected because she done seen the man got split by a horse. So now she's scared of a man. She's scared that a black man can't take care of her because the white man has told her that I can make you eat out my hand. And what he did, he broke you down like a horse too. Now you eat out his hand. Now you have distrust against the black man. So now that what you do, if he can't buy you a car, pocketbook, or do what, because your worth is all the materialistic stuff. If this don't fit you, don't worry about it. But all the stuff, the majority of women you see on Facebook now, all they think about is themselves. They don't know they're being destroyed and being used. The black man don't know he's being destroyed and being used. And the main corporate is Esau. They make you think you're African. They make you think you're weak. They make you think you're emotional. They what they do, they use distrust against us. They use envy against us. Now we envy against each other. But guess what? They still living good amongst each other. They never left their family. You got the Jewish woman, she'll stay with her man forever. You got the Mexican woman, she don't leave her husband. You got the Indian woman, she don't leave her husband. You got the Chinese, the Japanese, the Korean, they don't leave their husband. Guess what? This nigga do. They didn't do them like they did us. They did us this way. Trained us how to be this. So now you got the nigga woman. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Y'all know you're gonna get mad, but guess what? Why you don't get mad at this? Why you don't get mad at me? I want to put this in your face. Get mad at him for writing this book about you, and you followed it. You followed this book like it was a manual. You followed this book like it was a manual. So don't get mad at me. Don't watch my video because you hate because I talked about you and broke it to your face. Don't get mad at me. Take this and learn. Matter of fact, go buy the book. Go buy the book and read for yourself, and then you can see how they're treating you. Shalom, shalom, my people. Shalom, shalom.